Hey guys, welcome back to Clockwise Crypto. Hope you guys are moving forward in everything that you do, diving right into it. Now, this article really caught me by surprise. The government can freeze and confiscate unexplained wealth at will, according to newly passed rules in Europe. Here's how. So, European Union negotiators have agreed on rules for new legislation that will allow governments to freeze and confiscate so-called unexplained wealth that's believed to be connected to criminal activities. Council members have agreed on mandatory rules for tracing, identification, freezing, confiscation, and management of assets deemed as criminal property, and enhanced effort to fight organized crime. Now, this is normal. So for whatever reason, this is on a crypto website, but they had me thinking, I'm trying to see how this ties to crypto, but reading this first sentence, that's pretty normal. So pretty much governing bodies, government entities do in fact confiscate any assets they believe to be obtained through illegal means. So that's not new. So let's dive in to see more what exactly is going on here. So it's saying here, not only will member states confiscate criminal money, they will also adopt rules that will allow them to manage confiscated assets and ensure governments are confiscating property equal to the value or corresponding the criminal yield. Makes sense? The gains from criminal activities are staggering. Only if governments have means to claw back these profits do they stand a chance of fighting organized crime. Really reading this article a little bit more, the basics of a new measure were agreed upon mid-2023, mention crypto assets by name. So that's why this article is being dug into. The new agreement will have to be endorsed by member states representatives within the council. So I guess they're including some people who will utilize Bitcoin for illegal means or utilize some type of crypto asset. But I thought this was interesting. And I thought they were talking about just confiscating people who created wealth and aren't really able to explain it through crypto. That's really not what they're talking about. So I digress, but I definitely wanted to talk about this article here as it did catch my attention. Going to the next article here, US SEC admits to make an inaccurate statement in crypto fraud case. We did talk about this the other day, but one thing I wanted to highlight about this is that one thing that the US SEC did prior to going toe-to-toe with Ripple is offer Ripple pretty much a settlement before they even went to trial, and Ripple said no. So, they tried to just hush, pay us this amount of money and we'll go away. And Ripple said absolutely not, went toe-to-toe and led the way when it comes to standing their ground against a governing entity, going against them, and just taking L's. So big shout outs to Ripple, big shout outs to XRP for really standing their ground. Brad Garlinghouse leading the way, and really one of the first crypto projects to come away with a victory. So huge shout out here. Wanted to touch on that there. This next article here, Ethereum competitor that exploded 1,000% this year is eyeing an all-time high. So taking a look here at what they are talking about, looking at Solana. Solana has been making a lot of noise and really is just continuing to have momentum. The Sol Ethereum pair moving so fast. This comment saying moving so fast, I forgot to post about 0.04 ETH now knocking the door. And pretty much you see here this chart, like it's moving. So Solana's doing its thing. But I really want to highlight what's happening with Bitcoin. Okay. No new highs have been made at this level. So this is the weekly time frame. No new highs have been made here yet. So let's see if we finally do a pullback. Finally. Now, Ethereum, same thing. No new highs have been made for about 3 weeks now. We did reach that high of, I think it was about 24. It's saying here. I can pull this over so you guys can see the price action. About 2,400 on Ethereum. It did not make a new high either. So I don't even have the stochastics out. What I could do is put the stochastic out so you guys can see. What's happening there. So a little bit of divergence, we can say. It's probably going to see it a little bit better on the daily. A little bit of bearish divergence going on here. I think you can probably see it pretty good on the weekly, because they're still actually overbought on the weekly time frame. So there is a lot of room. So that pullback should be coming. I know everyone's anticipating the halving and a lot of FOMO happening right now with Solana pumping. But guys, we need to touch this trend line. Bounce or break. Bounce or break. So one thing I wanted to look at here is H bar. I did take a sizable position in H bar, and wanted to really go over that with you guys as well. Was dollar cost averaging, but finally took a position just to secure my long term. Really trying to reach my targets, and we'll go over my targets with my portfolio for different assets. So for H bar, my target is anywhere between 250 to 500,000 H bar. Okay, so with that, my TP is of course anywhere between 50. I would say 75 cents to $1. I do think it'll clear $1. I think clearing $1 is in play, but I do believe that just from the price action standpoint, I wanted to make sure that I had at least a minimum position with H bar as it is around this peak. So definitely was ranging, but did not clear this high. But like I said, I'm expecting a pullback of some sort, like something has to give. There's no scenario where everything just shoots up. Like we see Solana shooting up right now, and that's what Solana does. Like, will Solana be a global like force when you talk about these projects that are really making decisions about putting the financial stack of an entire economy on the back of Solana? No, we know that's not going to happen. Will Solana make moves? Will Solana be cheaper? Yes. Will Solana be the foundation of an entire economy? I do not think so. Just too many red flags. But I do think a lot of people can make a lot of money with Solana. So, my wife made a ton of money on Solana, and that's, Solana has a special place in my heart for that reason, making my wife happy. So, we'll keep diving in there, but I definitely wanted to talk about that. A lot of articles here, and I wanted to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and hop on, and hope you guys got some value out of this video, and I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Can't wait to dive into some new projects and really some old projects that we can really dive in to see where they're at, and we can really see the progression development as we gear up for the end of 2024 to be the year where we end pretty much all the naysayers, and I think this may be one of the last bull runs where people can really make gains, guys. So hope you got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do. We'll see you soon.